I left on a Tuesday because Tuesdays don't ask questions. My sister said it at the kitchen table like she was reading a weather update. You don't belong in our family. My parents nodded, almost relieved that someone else had said it out loud. No shouting. No slammed doors. The room smelled like coffee that had gone cold. I didn't argue. I learned a long time ago that arguing in our house was treated like evidence of guilt. I asked where the spare boxes were. My mother said the garage. My father watched the news, volume low, as if this were background programming. I packed what fit in 2 boxes and a backpack. I didn't take photos. I didn't take the heavy coat I'd outgrown anyway. When I closed the door, no one followed me to the porch. For the first week, I kept expecting the sound of my phone buzzing with something dramatic. An apology, a correction, a second thought. Nothing came. Silence is loud when you've been trained to wait for instructions. I told myself that this was what self-respect looked like. Not chasing, not explaining. Some nights I wondered if it was just fear dressed up as dignity. I rented a room with a window that faced an alley. It wasn't pretty, but it was mine. I learned the schedule of the trash truck. I learned how much pasta feeds one person twice. I learned that I slept better without rehearsing conversations in my head. At work, no one knew my family. They only knew that I showed up on time and did what I said I would do. It felt like starting at neutral instead of already in debt. My sister posted photos from the vacation they took a month later. Matching shirts. A caption about family time. I scrolled past them without stopping. The absence didn't hurt the way I thought it would. It felt like stepping out of a room where the music had been too loud to notice it was bad. The calls came on a Thursday afternoon while I was in line at the bank, waiting to sign something mundane. 15 missed calls. My sister's name stacked like a dare. Then texts. Call me. It's important. Please. I didn't answer right away. I finished at the counter. I walked home. I made a sandwich. When I finally listened to the voicemail, her voice was tight, performing calm. Something about passports. Something about a rental car. Something about needing me to confirm a detail real quick. I called back once. I said hello and waited. She talked fast. They were stuck somewhere. There was an official office involved. My name was on something, an emergency contact, a guarantor, a form signed years ago when I still believed proximity equaled responsibility. They needed me to fix it. You're good with this stuff, she said, as if that were an apology. I asked where they were. She told me. I asked who had contacted them. She said an officer, a desk, a number. Her voice cracked on the word please. When the call ended, my phone rang again immediately, but this time it wasn't her. It was a neutral voice asking me to confirm my relationship and my role. The questions were clean. Dates, names, yes or no. There was no room in them for family mythology. I don't live with them, I said. Are you financially responsible? No. Do you consent to be listed as a contact going forward? No. There was a pause, not unkind. Understood, the voice said. Policy clicked into place like a lock. I sent one text to my sister after that. I answered what I could. I'm not able to help beyond that. She called back twice. I didn't pick up. The bank receipt was still in my pocket. I folded it carefully and put it in the drawer with the other papers that proved where I was now. Later, she sent a longer message. It swerved between frustration and nostalgia, tried on humor, then landed on accusation. I didn't respond. Silence, I was learning, wasn't punishment. It was a boundary that didn't need defending. They got home eventually. I know because my mother left a voicemail that said my name the way she used to when she wanted something without saying it. She didn't leave details. She didn't say sorry. I deleted it and felt a small, steady click inside myself, like something aligning. There was no victory lap. No speech I delivered in the mirror. I took the trash out on schedule. I paid rent. I watched the alley change with the seasons. Sometimes I missed them in the abstract, the way you miss a story you used to tell yourself. What surprised me most was how ordinary it felt to stop carrying what had never been mine. I hadn't won anything. I had just stopped losing. That night, I turned my phone face down and went to sleep,